take breakfast?
No, not yet.
Oh, me too. So starving.
Yeah.
Good morning, class. Today we're going to talk about COPD. Before the lecture, we're going to watch a case. Please watch the video carefully. And after watching this, you have to ask some questions.
Please come in.
Hi, Doctor. Hi, Doctor.
Just take your seat. Okay. How are you?
Not so good. I got lots of phlegm and I will have a cough when walking.
Oh, I see. How long do these symptoms bother you?
About 2 to 3 months.
And what is the color of your sputum?
Sometimes it was yellowish and I got a lot recently.
Oh, got a lot recently. How long do the symptoms persist?
About 10 days.
10 days, okay. Is it progressively yellowish?
Yeah.
And how does it come?
Maybe I got cold before and then he was infected.
Oh, I see. Do you have runny nose? And what is the color?
Yeah, it's yellow and thick.
Do you have fever?
Initially, I had fever for 2 or 3 days.
Oh. How about your dyspnea?
It will occur as I climbing stairs or walking faster.
Climbing stairs. And how many stairs?
About 3.
Oh.
And it also occurs when climbing mountains.
Do you feel dyspnea and breathing hard in daily life?
Yeah, I will feel dyspnea as I get cold or coughing.
And how can you relieve your dyspnea?
I'll take a rest about 15 minutes.
Okay, 15 minutes. And will your symptom accompany with chest pain?
No, I will feel chest tightness instead of chest pain.
Oh, chest tightness, okay. Has it occurred before?
Yes, it sees him when the weather changing or in the winter it's more serious.
Oh, I see. And how long did you get the symptom?
Well, I think it's a long story. He coughed accompanied with whistling and it progressed recently. The doctor at outpatient clinic told him that he might got cold or sinusitis or the chronic bronchitis, like this kind of symptom.
Oh, sinusitis and bronchitis, okay. And did you get any kind of medication?
I think he said
Bronchodilator?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Do you have asthma?
Yeah, he told me yes.
And allergy?
Yes, I have some kind of drug like pyrene will make me skin red and itchy.
Oh, pyrene. And food allergy? Or any family history?
He is allergic to seafood,
Oh.
and my cousin and him both have a sensitive airway.
So his son had sensitive airway?
Yes.
Oh. Will your cough be precipitated by lying down?
At night recently, I get better after clearing others' spotted.
Okay, so you didn't sleep well?
Yeah, it is.
Do long do you smoke for?
30 years, 2 or 3 packs every day.
Whoa, this is so much.
Oh,
You have to get rid of this habit.
okay.
It will help you.
I will try.
And what is your occupation?
He was a coal miner.
Oh, coal miner. All right, I got it. And now I will listen to your breathing. Breathing. Exhale. Okay, turn around. Breathing. Exhale. Okay, I see. So, okay, I got it. I have ordered some chest X-ray and pulmonary functions test for you. You can just go straight through the aisle and turn right. And after you receive this inspection, I will check what you actually got. But I'm thinking you may be a COPD patient, so it is a thing that next time I will explain to you, so you can go to the inspection first. Okay. Thank you.
Doc.
Thank you.
Hey, does the patient got the COPD?
What's the clinical symptoms of COPD?
I don't know. I think we can find out in the next courses.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hi students, this is our first class, and today we're going to discuss COPD. First, I will simply introduce the body part which will be influenced by COPD. COPD happens in the lower respiratory tract, which includes trachea, bronchi, bronchial tree, and the lung. Trachea is a flexible pipe made of 16 to 20 C cartilage, and the opening of the C shape, the dorsal part faces the dorsal part of the thoracic cavity. This opening is filled by smooth muscle and connective tissue to prevent the collapse of the trachea. As we move deep to the thoracic cavity, trachea is divided into smaller ducts. From the largest to the smallest, it will be primary bronchus, lower bronchus, segmental bronchus, terminal bronchioles, and finally to the respiratory bronchioles, on which air sac, also called alveoli, attached by the alveolar duct. COPD is related to the inflammation of the respiratory system. It includes chronic bronchitis and emphysema. Regarding chronic bronchitis, the bronchioles become inflamed. This in turn obstructs the airways and causes a lot of problems. For one, there is an immense buildup of the mucus, because it can no longer easily transport it out of the lungs. If mucus is left to accumulate, it becomes much more difficult for air to travel through the bronchioles and reach the alveoli. Emphysema is widely known as a smoker's disease. In patients who have emphysema, their alveoli have lost their elastic attribute, and this results in the inflammation of the alveoli. This is destructive because the lungs started to deteriorate, which decreases the amount of the surface available for the gas exchange to take place in the lungs. And that's all my lecture. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me after the class.
Sure.
Hey, I think the lecture is quite interesting.
Yeah, the teacher is really good at delivering. Hope that the next course can be as good as this one.
Hello guys, I'm your physiology teacher, and today I'm going to teach you the physiology of COPD. According to WHO, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is not one single disease but an umbrella term used to describe chronic lung diseases that cause limitations in lung airflow. Emphysema and chronic bronchitis are two typical diseases included within the term COPD, and they often coexist in those with COPD, probably because they share the same risk factors. Let's have a look at emphysema. In the lungs of people with emphysema, the alveolar sacs where oxygen and carbon dioxide exchange take place are destroyed. They permanently enlarge and lose elasticity. As a result, individuals with emphysema typically have difficulties with exhalations, which depends heavily on the ability of the lungs to recoil like elastic bands. Therefore, there is an amount of air trapped in the alveolar sacs, making the amount of the air people with COPD can breathe out in a single breath, known as the AVC or forced vital capacity, is lower. The reduction is more noticeable in the first second of air breathed out in a single breath, called AVV1, forced expiratory volume in 1 second, which is reduced much more than the AVC. For these reasons, the AVV1 to AVC ratio of those with COPD is significantly lower than that of normal people. Instead of dysfunction of alveoli, chronic bronchitis, on the other hand, is characterized by dysfunction of bronchi and bronchioles. In bronchi and bronchioles of those exposed to certain airway irritants, the walls of airway respond to these irritants with hyperplasia and hypertrophy of goblet cells and mucus glands, which make mucus that lines the airway. The inflammation and excess mucus may clog the airway and make it hard to breathe. Furthermore, irritant like cigarette smoke makes cilia on the top of the bronchial epithelia short and less mobile, making it harder to move mucus up and out of bronchioles towards the back of the throat to get swallowed. As a result of inflammation, having excess mucus and poorly functioning cilia, bronchi and bronchioles experience obstruction since the airways are smaller. Do you have any questions?
Do you think the teacher has British accent?
Yeah, it sounds like a BBC anchorman. I wonder what the next teacher will be.
Me too.
Hey guys, and I'm your last teacher and you still have to pay attention. Let me explain the physiology of COPD for you guys. The first question is, what leads to COPD? My answer is that there are two pathways which may lead to COPD. The first factor is about patient himself. There are some specific genetic factors can increase the risk of COPD, such as the deficiency of alpha-1 antitrypsin. And respiratory hyperresponsiveness may also play an important role. The second factor is about environment. For example, smoking can increase the risk of COPD for about 35% to 50%. Next, let's talk about some treatment for COPD. You can take bronchodilator or steroid to relax your symptoms, and the change of lifestyle can also be helpful in it. For instance, avoiding terrible environments such as air pollution or second-hand smoking and exercise regularly can also be helpful. If the above treatment didn't work or your COPD is pretty severe, we can perform an operation. There are 3 types of operation: bronchiectomy, lung volume reduction surgery, or lung transplant. Bronchiectomy is surgery to remove the air space and improve the flow of air in your lungs, while lung volume reduction surgery is a surgery to remove small pieces of your lung that COPD have damaged. The terminally treatment of COPD is lung transplant. That is to replace your lung with a healthy one. However, its rate is very high. Your body may reject your new organ.
Oh, finally finished his courses. Hey, wake up.
Huh? Is it lunchtime? I'm starving.
No, come on, it's just a break.
What the?
Hey, how's your medical life in school?
Not bad. How about you?
Actually, I'm not good. I cannot breathe easily like before. Well, what can I do?
How long have you been?
I have had this symptom for many years, about 14.
Have you seen a doctor?
Yeah, I've had seen for many times, but it looks no good recently.
Are you still smoking? Smoking really hurts your health.
Well,
Hey, quit smoking. Smoking is really bad.
okay, and are there any other suggestions?
After I have taken 3 courses of COPD, that I think you might have a COPD. Please just follow what your doctor said, or you might get worse and worse, and maybe I can never see you again.
Wow. Okay, I will listen to you. And if I can save my life, I will share my property with you.
I hope that you get a really healthy body.
With me, just another day. Had to pick up on the mail. They gon' channel right